Oh, look at the glory. Look at the beautiful glory of Golden Gate Park. It's a sometimes vlog! It's a vlog that happens sometimes. I am in the city, the beautiful city of San Francisco on a beautiful, sunny, wonderful day. For once, I'm not in the Presidio of San Francisco. I'm not at the Walt Disney Family Museum because it's Monday, and that means a lot of museums are closed on Mondays. Also, the Tonga Room, which is one of the world's most infamous, amazing tiki bars, which I plan on seeing today, also happens to be closed on Monday. That place is sort of a living museum, so I guess it makes sense. One museum, though, slash building slash thing that is randomly open, and I have randomly stumbled across. Here, hold on, let's go look at this really quick. I can't explain, I can't finish my sentence because now I've done everything backwards. Anyway, I'm here in San Francisco. I have come westwards towards the Pacific coast. It is really windy, so I apologize if you can't hear a word I am saying. But look at this. Here in Golden Gate Park are many, many things. There are all kinds of museums, sculptures, statues, water running uphill, or the illusion of it, all kinds of crazy leftovers from the 1906 earthquake. Crazy stuff. But this, my friends, is a man-made, purpose-built, remote control boat lake. So I'm driving here with my good friend Adrian, who is inside this building yonder. He points out to me, oh, that's a man-made lake for remote control boats. I thought, that's pretty random. I'm a pretty random person. I'm a fan of random, interesting things. Well, adjacent to the purpose-built remote control boat lake is this. I'm really hyped, but I have no idea why. Oh, could it be the 15 Mountain Dews I drank this morning? No, I only drank 2, 3, 4. 2 bags of Doritos. Feeling healthy. This, the San Francisco Model Yacht Club. So the door is open. My friend Adrian, who lives in San Francisco, he's lived here his whole life, said he's only been in this building once in his entire life. We noticed that it was open, so we're going to do the most random thing we could possibly think of in San Francisco today and enter the San Francisco Model Yacht Club building. It's very quiet in here. Look at these. Remote control boats. Look at this up here. Dun, 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 dun. Just sit right back under here. A tale of a fateful trip. That is the weirdest Gilligan's Island show in the making right here. Robot Chicken should buy this entire thing and create the world's weirdest Gilligan's Island remake. Look at this. A lot of these are weird handcrafted boats. I've been learning a lot about the boats. There are some fancy boats, some antique boats. Look at all the tiny little ropes. Dun, 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 dun. Quite a selection of magazines here. Lockers. What a trip. So I've just been looking at all these. All this makes me think of is the book Stuart Little, because Stuart Little ended up on a model boat, controlling it for his brother George. Remember Stuart Little? I think that ended up in the movie version too. And here he is, the man himself. Adrian.
What up?
What are you doing there?
I'm signing the guest book.
Signing the guest book. We want them to know we were here for sure.
Absolutely.
Have you ever built one of these boats?
No.
Have you ever controlled one of these boats?
No.
Just looked at them from a distance, lovingly.
Closer now.
This is the coolest thing ever. Look
Right
at
up in
this.
it. This is amazing.
1975. These are historic boats. Are these contest-winning boats, award-winning boats? I have no idea. What's the significance of the glass boats? Oh, my name's Justin, by the way.
Hello, Justin.
Hey, this is, what's your name?
Bob.
Bob, it's nice to meet you. What's the significance of the boats in the glass?
Well, these are all old, and obviously, and these.
Is that what they're going to do to me when I'm old?
If you're lucky.
Ooh.
These were built, a long time ago in the 70s.
Oh, look, Burt Reynolds is on this one.
In the 1960s, and back later. And these were given to the club when the people who built them passed away.
So this is the clubhouse for the Model Yacht Club. How does one get into model yachting?
It's real easy. You can go down to a hobby shop and buy one. Or if you've got skills, you can make one.
How many members does the yacht club have?
Right now, it's got about 140.
140 members, Established 1898. So what were they doing before remote controls?
Well, see all these sailboats over here?
Yeah.
These have no radios.
Okay. So how do you control
There's
them?
not a radio among them, any of them. The way they, you know, I mean, the wind usually goes from west to east
Okay.
in San Francisco. Usually. Right now, for the last 2 months and more, it's been going from east to west. Climate change. You know?
Right, right. Terrible.
So, if you wanted to sail one of these going east, see this? This vein
Oh, yeah.
here, it's connected to the rudder.
That's great. Uses the wind.
So just
Yeah.
the wind will just steer it all
That's
by
right.
itself.
The
So you
wind
just
will
launch
steer
it
it.
and let it go.
So you just move these booms, these two booms, to the sideways here, so that the wind can push, and they go right down the lake.
What happens if there's a strange wind phenomenon that just keeps pushing your boat around in a circle?
Happens
How do
all
you
the
get it
time.
back? Okay. How did you have like a long hook or something you
Happens
use to
all the
retrieve
time.
boats, or do you just have to wade out and go grab
You
it?
just no. I have participated in a few of the races with the free sails, and because of the trees, it creates all kinds of drafts.
Oh, I see.
And right about in the middle, on the north side, there is a vortex. And so you'll be going down the lake, and your boat will start doing circles.
That doesn't sound good at all.
And sooner or later,
That's the sound of the vortex right now.
There's a vortex right there.
Yeah, yeah.
And sooner or later, it'll break out of that and go and finish the rest of the way.
Okay, so it'll eventually finish the race on its own.
It'll, you know, it's like everything is going to wind up at some shore sooner or later.
So patience is the name of the game when things go awry.
That's right.
What is this?
Up the lake, that's into
Okay,
the wind.
into the wind.
These come off the rudder,
Okay.
and you can put them back on facing this way.
Oh, so you just flip the rudder around the other way. Oh, look here, someone's selling theirs.
Yep, 1800.
1800. Is that the typical price for a model yacht?
This is a freaking drop-dead bargain.
Okay.
Because, not the least of which, because of the fine woodwork.
Ooh.
It is very nice.
This
I'm
is
a big fan of
this
fine
is all
woodwork.
individual planks and individual wood pins.
So are most of these hand built? Do people
Yeah.
build these by hand?
Yeah.
Hey, how long does that take?
It depends on how fast you are.
Has anyone ever put one of the boats in? They've spent 6 months building it. They're very excited, and then it just sinks.
Not to my knowledge.
Oh, see, that's a good thing.
But
I'll be the first one maybe
But it
someday.
probably has happened.
Yeah, that would be me. That would be my boat. Would go
Yeah.
straight to the bottom. Probably because it'd be built mostly out of Mountain Dew cans.
1800 for this is a drop-dead bargain. Especially since the maker of it is one of our best woodworkers.
Oh.
And it's also a very innovative sail rig. This is not like the one next to it at
I see.
all.
So this is sort of custom and fancy.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the
So are remote
main
control
sail-
boats sort of frowned upon? So if I show up with a boat from Toys R Us, will all the yacht club people, they'll be sort of judging me silently in their minds?
Oh, they would consider you a beginner, that's for damn sure. Yeah.
Fair.
Look at the awards.
Oh, has it won
And
awards?
check out all the awards on the bottom.
Oh, I see. So does it come with the awards?
No, he
Does it
won
come
them.
with the bragging rights though? If you pay the $1,800, do you get to tell people I won those awards?
You get away with whatever you think you can get away with.
Okay.
Justin,
Hey Adrian, do you have $1,800 on an unrelated note that I could maybe borrow, or?
I mean, this is
Okay.
this is freaking killer stuff.
That's awesome.
Seriously.
Did people ever put cargo in there?
No.
You ever run rum with these guys? You send them over to Oakland?
No.
Okay. So that's
But this
definitely
one,
not
this,
the point.
This powerboat here.
Oh yeah.
Now this is an actual.
The Consultor 2.
This is a scale model with a real miniature steam engine in it.
Really? Like almost like those live steamer trains type of thing?
It has a boiler that heats water.
So would this have a remote control to operate, or would it just
This
sort
was
of chug
built.
along?
This was built about 1940.
1940.
And
They used this in the war, don't you know?
yeah, and
To
in
rescue very small soldiers.
in 1959, using a very primitive radio, this actually crossed the Golden Gate.
Really? This boat.
Wow, that right there.
This little boat crossed the Golden Gate? That's actually really impressive because I would be fairly confident if I stuck my model remote control boat into the Pacific Ocean or the Bay. What would you say? It's both. It's the San Francisco Bay and the Pacific Ocean. I'm pretty sure that a wave would just eat it immediately.
Now, I am sure that the builder followed along, you know, in a cabin cruiser.
Yeah.
Because the radios didn't have that kind of range.
That's amazing. So this guy, this little tiny boat, crossed the Golden Gate. I would, it would be interesting if someone put their, do people ever put their pet hamsters or anything on these boats? Just to send them for a ride, get them out of the house?
I haven't, but it's probably happened.
Because usually they can only travel in those little balls, you know, or through those little tubes, and it would seem nice to go on a little cruise over
It's
the Golden
probably
Gate.
happened.
I think they're waterproof though, so if they fell off in the little.
Oh yeah, you can put them in the little ball and then
So
float them in your lifeboat.
you'd have to have a life preserver for your hamster.
I now want to see something like that. I want to see this cross. I want to see it do it again. Was the feat ever repeated?
No.
Would maritime law permit that nowadays? They would like go for it.
Sure.
Would that win like maybe like some Guinness Book?
But we're actually, this has not been out of its case in decades. Wow.
Ooh. It belongs in a museum.
And so I and several other people are going to take it out of its case.
Oh, you're going to remove it from the case?
Yes. And we're going to have a peek inside. Oh. Because I'm sure that boiler and that steam engine has not been fired in decades either. And the
Are you going to
question
try
is,
to fire it? What if it
well,
explodes, Bob?
Well, you know, we have to consider that very carefully.
Hot steam everywhere.
Yeah, you know, we may come to the collective decision that this could be dangerous.
It could be. And not only that, it lost of a historical.
Yeah.
A treasure. A loss of a historical treasure.
So, you know,
If it does, however, fire, are you going to send it across the lake over here?
we will undoubtedly have to put a new radio in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, you know,
It's too bad Radio Shack is
60-year-old
closed.
radio is undoubtedly not going to be operational.
Should definitely put a
We
hamster on
have
it,
this
though.
old transmitter. That this
Some really old radio equipment? We do.
Really?
But it probably doesn't work.
I just think, Bob, you should put in my suggestion in the mix for a hamster. Because if you do send it across the lake with a hamster inside, we could name him Captain, or Cappy for short. He would be the most famous hamster in the history of the San Francisco Model Yacht Club.
I mean, some of these are big enough that you could put your pet cat or a small dog.
Oh, that might be even better. You could put your dog. Adrian has a very small dog, Papa.
Yeah.
He would volunteer. He likes attention.
I mean, you know, I have another tugboat.
I think that's more his style,
about
though.
that
Yeah,
size.
up here.
That's more of a
It's
paw
little
cruiser.
It's classier.
Yeah.
I like that.
This
Now,
is
that
more
one
of a
runs-
working man's boat.
That one runs too.
Okay. Oh, does it?
Yeah.
So see, this is also early 1940s.
Built about 1940, early 1940.
Wow. FDR once traveled in that boat. That's what I heard.
Where'd you get that story?
At thin air. Like most of my stories.
Yeah. Now that one has a 2-cylinder gasoline engine.
2-cylinder gasoline engine. So this would probably still work.
It does.
That's awesome. Oh, so you
Yeah.
still use this one?
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
That goes out for a run maybe twice a year.
So do you guys ever do little parades? Like the yacht club will get together and do a boat parade? Or...
Yes, we do.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, what's the website for the yacht club?
I'm glad you asked.
We might as well tell everyone here about the yacht club.
I'm glad you asked.
Oh.
So here's one of our very professionally prepared brochures on glossy paper.
Brochure I have ever seen.
It pees. It really does.
It
you know?
pees.
So let's see.
Not 100% sure what that means, but there's
Well,
definitely a
that-
website on here. Oh, here it is on the back.
That means it's sick.
Okay.
In another.
Oh,
it's tight,
okay.
yeah. Now you see, As a matter of fact,
Right here on the back.
on the back, you see,
SF.
this is a picture of part of a sailboat right here.
Oh.
And it's actually part of my sailboat.
Oh.
Because you see,
I was waiting for the significance. Hold on, I'm trying to
I'm a
unfold
former
this.
Commodore, and so you
A
know,
former Commodore?
Yes.
So you're Commodore Bob.
Yes, I
Oh,
am.
we should have paid you more respect. Look at this. I just met the Commodore of the Queen Mary
Did you?
in Long Beach. He's I was worried that he was going to hang me from the yardarm or do something like that, but then I realized that he doesn't have any power since the Queen Mary is not in the
Well,
ocean.
Justin, since you and
Adrian.
are really such nice, personable people, I'll
That's
give
true.
you one of
We
my
are.
cards.
Bob Heacock, the Commodore. sfmyc.org.
That's our website. Yep.
Do you have any big events coming up? Are there events?
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, see, look, you've got your own card.
The second Saturday of the month. Now you can go to our website and you can get our schedule.
Okay.
The second Saturday of the month, so that's going to be March 14th, which is about 3 weeks from now.
A day which will live
Is our opening day of the season.
Oh,
there's
okay.
a
So there's big
season.
things coming
Yes.
We're ramping
Yes.
it up.
Yes, that's
up.
right.
Warmer weather.
Oh, jeez, this is, look.
It's pretty gorgeous outside today.
This,
A lot of
this
wind.
This is more like Palm Springs than
So
San Francisco.
March 14th, big event out here, Golden Gate Park. But I want to know one
Opening
more
day.
question. My last question is, what the heck is this? This is a submarine?
Yep.
Does it actually work?
Yes.
Will it go all the way under that water? How deep is
Yes.
that lake, by the way?
Well, at the shore, it's a little deeper than your knees. But
Okay.
Out in the middle, it varies. It's between 10 and 15 feet.
So this has room to sink.
It does.
Wow.
This is a fully operational submarine.
So not only do you have model yachts, oh, these are small, these are cute ones,
Yeah.
and radio controlled stuff, but you also have a fully operational submarine.
We do.
Do you just watch the bubbles to know where it's at?
Well, when you put the deck on it, it has a really tall mast.
Well,
So
I don't want to brag, but
so
when
that
I
you
was a
can-
kid, I was very good with submarines. The kind that came in the cereal box. You put the baking soda in, and they would go
I
under in the
love
bathtub.
those, yeah.
Those were. How come they don't put toys like that in cereal boxes
Choking
anymore?
hazard.
The submarine was a choking
I'm sure
hazard.
Everything is nowadays.
You're probably, I'm sad to say.
You couldn't choke on this.
Probably.
No, that's a little alarming.
Where's the top piece? So you keep that in storage somewhere back here in this little skinny closet. So you're saying it has a really tall mast
Yes.
on it, so you could probably see that when it sinks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the,
So somebody hand built this. Obviously, you can't just buy this at Toys R Us.
Fuck
Maybe
no.
Hobby Lobby.
no, this is, just the kit alone for this, and this is really souped up. Mm-hmm. The kit alone for this was like $7,000.
Wow.
That's
So now I'm afraid. Now I will not be touching. I will not be touching the submarine now because I'm
Are you
concerned.
making a movie?
Oh, yes. This is the Sometimes vlog. We do this every day. We go to interesting places, and there was no more interesting or random place we could have possibly walked into than the San Francisco Model Yacht Club today. He's lived here his entire life,
And you
and
know,
he's only been in here once. I live next to Disneyland, and I have never been here.
and you know, you guys are lucky as hell today because this is not.
We're not
open
even in
all
the
time.
season.
I've lived
No.
here 37 years and I've only been able
This
to
is
come in
not
here one
open
time.
all the time. It's only open when members are here. And this other esteemed gentleman, David Sands, is the Commodore now.
Oh, David Sands is the current Commodore.
Yes, and so he
And
I
vacuum
are-
cleaner
are
operator.
and vacuum cleaner operator.
Yes. Well, Commodore David, it is very nice to meet you. Thank you for letting us interrupt your day. Former Commodore Bob, it was very nice to meet you. Thank you for giving us a tour.
So on March 14th,
Okay,
it's
March
opening
14th.
day, and we're going to have a relay, a race around the lake with power boats and sailboats being on the same team. So you got power boats and sailboats on the same team.
What are you putting? Are you putting something from one boat to the other boat?
Yes,
handing
a
off
clothespin.
the-
How is that? Okay.
We're like handing
Marker.
off the baton.
Oh, I see.
Which
I see.
happens to be a clothespin.
So the boat then has to travel all the way across so that a human could physically transfer.
And it has to come back.
The close
Okay,
one.
I see.
So there's a course, and it has to go around the course and come back and
Do
transfer
people ever
the
try to throw
clothespin.
basketballs into the lake while that's happening and try and disturb the boats? Is there ever like an extreme version where people are shooting water balloons maybe at the boat?
I think that probably people would get rather pissed if somebody did that.
Probably. I just want to
It seems there is a lot of hard work.
my imagination immediately jumps to, we have to make it more extreme. Let's throw basketballs at the boats. But given that they cost $1,800 and that's a bargain, I don't think we'll be throwing basketballs.
There you go.
Not at all.
But it's a lot of fun, and you're absolutely welcome to come out and watch our opening day.
We'll try and do that.
No, you are from Anaheim,
yeah.
so you probably
I
won't
might
be
not
there,
get to.
but-
Adrian might be able to.
Adrian, you
He could
may
do it.
be able to do it.
I might be able to
AD
swing around.
Capone 77 on Instagram. You should do it and put it on Instagram.
pleasure.
Bob, very nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Have a great day.
The San Francisco Model Yacht Club. I learned a lot more in that last 10, 20 minutes than I thought I was going to today, Adrian.
That was incredible.
Now
How
what do
more
we do?
random could you get than
None
that?
more random. That was all of the
Did we
random.
show them the lake?
I showed
These
the
boats
lake.
Go on.
Yeah, it's super weird. So 37 years you lived here and you've never been in there one time.
I was small though. I don't remember really.
You don't remember Bob?
No.
He didn't recognize you either, so it was mutual. Bob has a little bit of a sailor mouth, but that's okay because he is a sailor. He's a model sailor.
Cool. He's cool.
Well,
He doesn't know the severity of our.
He didn't know it was a family show. He is
Family-ness
a
of people.
sailor, and not only is Bob a sailor, he's a Commodore, so he can kind of do whatever he wants, and none of us can really question that.
No.
So now we're off to see more San Francisco. Thank you for watching and learning with us some of the most random things, some of the most random information that I have ever gathered in the city of San Francisco. Subscribe for some more, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Peace.